I'm back on YouTube, baby. It's been a few days. All right. So I'm just going to do a stream. I'm going to chill and talk to everybody. Yes, member-only chat is off. If I don't say this out loud, people are going to accuse me of having it on the whole time. So member-only chat is off, but if we get spamming, if we get a lot of BS in the chat, it will be turned on. I'm letting you know, just straight up telling you. I'm going to hit you up, tell you what I think about stuff that's going on so that we don't have to talk about it anymore. But I'm not going to bring up certain things, even though I could, because it'll just cause more drama and more BS. Let's just get this pumping, show you what this is about. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute since I've been live on YouTube. I've been working the whole time though, man. We've been behind the scenes getting this thing worked out. We've nailed it down. We've got it fixed up. We know what's up, so I'll hook you up here. Sunday, 22nd, UNIRock Live. Only a few days left in the decade. Somebody just reminded me of that on Mixer. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go, Biz. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. A lot more people are here than I thought would be, man. Ever since everything died down, let me grab my live chat. We'll see what's up here. Unfortunately, I don't have it built into my stuff anymore. Oh, man. The trolls are really, like, light now. Like, what's up here? You could do better than that. Oh heavens, dude. Say something worthwhile. Let's hear it. Get it up there. Okay, so it's been a mess. I just had an issue with the shills, who I've always been cool with. So anyway, I'm gonna invite Dick Dawson on the show, and throughout even having some of his cast insult me and flip out and put me down and scream at me and shit on Twitter, I'm going to be cool and just sit down and attempt to talk to Dick either on or off the air. Give him that option before I make up my mind on anything. So anyway, for those of you that are here to hear me talk about that, that's all you're getting when it comes to that drama. So sorry. I don't care if it's exciting or not. Let me go ahead and see if I can get my chat over here. If I can't get it in, I'll just have to pop out my chat. I'm trying to get it up in my broadcaster, but it's not working. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Now that is real. OMGZ, bro. You know what's bad? I haven't seen Die Hard since I was a kid. So, you know, you might be right. You just might be correct, my friend. Oh, do you like the new studio? I've cleaned it up a little bit. I hooked the green screen back up. It might look a little more professional around here. Stephanie Queen says, Katie, are you cool now? No more blocking me on stuff. So people are talking to Katie in my chat now. So, hey, what's up, Thomas, man? Good to see you. Thomas, bro, I'm going to end up modding you over here eventually. I don't want you to think I'm avoiding it, because I know you're on my streams on D-Live and shit all the time, so... Snowdog says Uni. Wait, that's all you're gonna say about the drama? But you're a drama channel. Oh, I know, man. I know. Hey, it makes the money. What would I do with? Oh, how would I make money without the drama? Oh man. So anyway, you guys, I've heard people complain because they want to ask questions in the chat. Now is your chance. I will turn on member-only chat if we get spam. I'll restrict it to spam. And mods, be cool about kicking, of course. You know, think about free speech and the rules of YouTube and all that crap before you kick. This is going to be a boring stream. I normally have a show for you. Haven't had a show in a while, you know, because of all the, only one word to use, drama. So, you know, I apologize. I'll be getting some shows back at you soon. Hey, Tammy, thank you. Thank you for being you. No, thank you for being you and donating. That's very much appreciated. It's how we keep doing the show. So thanks. Is that all you do? Create drama because it makes money? That's all I do. Yep. That must be it. I don't have a whole bunch of videos on my channels. And I don't do content. Nope. It's just that. That's all it is. So let me get my chat pulled up here. I don't even have my. I've got my studio ready for recording. I don't even have it ready for streaming. So okay, if you're watching this on the playback, this is gonna be boring. It'll be a nice boring show for the playback. It's gonna be more of a live show. Hey, now, why are you kicking people? Okay. Yeah, okay. Negative. That's good. That's okay. I guess that works. But you know. Try to be a little more or less kicky. I would have kicked him if I wanted to kick him. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Are they going to be held responsible for the fake stuff? You'd have to ask them that. It's not my responsibility to hold people responsible. I just tell you what I find, of course. So I did finally join Instagram for the first time. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's UNIRock Live. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to add that into Streamlabs. UNIRock Live on Insta. I guess I could put it into my like channel and all that. What? Why am I buffering? Are you guys? Let me check my stream here. Did I get a little buffer going on? Let me see if I can look. Oh no, I'm not buffering. Okay, it just must have been my playback. All right. So anyway, yeah, this chat, honestly, I was just going to do a show, but I felt like I would be disservicing the community. You guys can ask any questions you want. Just followed you today on Insta, Val. Thank you, Val. I did get a lot of follows on Insta. I deleted my Insta that had like 400 followers because I've never used it. I guess like when you make a Facebook account, it makes an Insta, or it can make an Insta if you click a button or something. Let me look at my Instagram really quick. Let me put out a, hold on. Let me put out like an Instagram post while I'm live. Why not? I've never done anything like that before. So hold up. I'll try it. So yeah, guys, normally I would go live with an actual live show. I would have a bunch of stuff ready, prepared, and outlined for you. But with all the, you know, all the stuff going on. Yes, that was me. Chill out. Insta is so crazy, bro. It's got like the most craziest freaking security ever. Hey guys, thank you, Running on Empty. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Scorpio. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, Loria. Thank you, Asmund. McGee. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Dart. Hey, Dav. What's up, dude? I got you over there, buddy. That's right. Hey, Dav, is that you? Tell me in the chat. Is that Joelbot? What is up, bro? You know it. I'm gonna getting raunchy. Joelbot says, Uni's on Insta. Is he gonna post some raunchy pictures? I'm gonna get raunchy. I'm just playing. I'm gonna get crazy over there. Okay, so let me see. How do I do this? Let me try to post a photo of my live chat on Insta. I never used Insta because I never liked Facebook, so. All right. Okay. People who go MIA out of the blue is a troll. Just saying, says Stephanie. I'm reading my live chat through my Instagram picture. Is that weird? Anyway, guys, look, I don't want you to think this is what I do live. I don't. I go live and I have shows that I do for you. Usually they're very prepared and all that, but I've been spending a lot of time talking to people in my Discord server and Skype and other places to attempt to you know, get this story completely figured out. We've gotten new DMs. We've gotten new, like, other things like that I won't bring up. We put them out on Twitter. So if you want to be updated on the story, I would check @UNIRocktv on Twitter. That way we can keep this off of YouTube. We can try to keep the junk off of YouTube, if you get my drift. So, hey, there we go. I put out a picture of the live chat. So maybe that'll be my first Insta post ever. I got to make sure I figure out how to back up videos because I don't see my video on here earlier. I talked to Katie on Instagram earlier. Don't worry if you missed it. I didn't, I tried to save it. I don't know why it didn't save if it didn't. Or maybe I just don't know where to find it. But I'll upload it onto YouTube like sometime, our Instagram discussion. We're going to do another one probably tomorrow. So UNIRock live on Insta. Hey, thanks you guys. Liking my photo and all. Man, I never thought I'd ever use Insta ever. So that's really freaking awesome. So let me go ahead and talk to you for a minute, and then I'll get back to the live chat. Let me check the chat, see if anyone has any questions or any points they want to make. Then I'm going to talk to you for a second, say some stuff, and then I'll talk to you again, and we'll get out of here. Really short YouTube stream, but I'll be back here to on YouTube every night. So after today. So I guess we are cool with WOAC now. I must mean the screenshots are proven fakes. I would say that yes, the screenshots are proven to be fake at this point. But I would say that I treat Katie like I would treat any other YouTuber. So if there are things that you want her to address, she's given her word that she will. That's all that I've heard. As long as I hear that from people, and then if you got issues, just email me. We'll talk about it. We'll sit down. I'd sit down and talk to you guys all the time. That's why I have a Discord server. If you've been kicked out of my Discord server in the last week, just email me. I know some of you are saying, but I've emailed you a couple days ago and I haven't an invite to your server yet. Well, it'll take a couple days to get in. I'm sorry. Because I'm going to end all of this right now. I'm going to end all this now so that we can just move on. Let's do it. I think I'm getting a little bit of buffering over here. Hey, Rachel, are you getting any buffering? You're not? Oh, good. It's probably just my side then. I'll just ignore it. Oh, I know why I'm getting buffering. I'm playing this thing at 60 frames a second. My playback. No wonder it's buffering. Even my internet isn't perfect with a show. Okay, so here's what I got to say about the last couple weeks. I think we've all learned a lot about everybody involved in the last few weeks, and I would do another video to update this, but honestly, there's really not that much more to update the situation on, other than certain people have left Twitter, or they at least locked their tweets private. I think that says a lot, especially after what I put out on Periscope yesterday night and what's been put out on my Twitter at UNIRocktv. So I think that really it's up to each person whether they want to know what's going on. So, I'm not going to try to validate the way that some people, the claims that some people make about me by uploading another summation video, which it would get a lot of views. It would do really well, make money for me. And I've been accused of doing all of this just for drama and money. And I don't really understand how you can make that judgment when I've spent days avoiding YouTube and checking everything, waiting for more evidence, checking the evidence we have, verifying screenshots, things like that. The screenshots that originally came out, are fake. I still feel the same way I do in my last video. In fact, I feel it even more to this point. And everybody says, is certain people going to be held accountable for this or accountable for... The only people that can do that are the viewers. And I really do think they already have. If you look at Twitter, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Twitter was railing against one person. And now Twitter has flipped. It's still a shit show, but it completely flipped. The social media network is honestly like the opposite of what it was a week and a half ago when it comes to all that nastiness. So I think it'll all clear up as long as YouTubers move on from it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm moving on from it. For those of you that subscribe to me, if you subbed to me because you thought I was going to talk about this subject forever, you were wrong. So if you want to unsubscribe, I'm not going to hate you. I have asked for people that do support Steve McRae to unsubscribe from me, and I mean it. I still mean that. So if you think I said that because I was mad, no, I wasn't. If you thought I said it because I was emotional, no, I meant it. Still mean it now. And I did say that before I put out my last video purposely so that any of his supporters wouldn't even watch my last video. I think they still did. I think they know the truth. It's pretty obvious how things have turned out. So in the end, I'll just say this. The evidence in this story has proven the things like when I was sitting here telling you, be careful about these screenshots. Literally, I am so freaking happy I took that stance because there's no verification on them. I'll just go ahead and tell you what came out on what we put out on Twitter yesterday. The screenshots, DMs from a group on Twitter were released on all platforms last night. And I talked... Oh, shoot, my chat's locked up. Happy holidays to you too, Irish. Thank you. So, now, things came out last night on social media that proved that there is a group on Twitter that it consisted of the commentary, the WAOC commentary Twitter account, who I feel is either Steve or Cheshire's or someone else close to the situation. The unveiling the masks... Steve, Cheshire, unveiling the masks. Several other people were all in a Twitter group, and one of the members released the screenshots of what was said in this Twitter group. And it basically showed that Steve was telling them what to say, what to put out, instructing people literally on acting like they agree with them when they're telling him clearly that they didn't. So there's just a lot of a narrative that got put out that proves it. And not only that, but those screenshots just showed so much more. And I'm not going to say it because I'm just going to be accused of starting drama when I say it. Although I find that ironic when for months now, people have been saying these kind of things just without evidence towards other people. And that's what always ends up happening. And that's why I don't listen to what trolls say in this. I follow what's out there. I follow the evidence that's out there. I did verify those screenshots. So those screenshots are from a Facebook account that have not deleted them. They're still there. They're still in the account. They're still able to be viewed. And essentially, in the end, when he was on my show here telling us he was going to verify the screenshots, the same day he was telling that group that they didn't need to verify it. Well, who turned out to be, remember the person M and person X, supposedly person X released these screenshots to person M who gave them to the community. Well, I'm a little bit, upset because they lied on my show to all of you saying that they didn't know who person M was. And those screenshots show that they've known the whole time that it is unveiling the masks. The same YouTube account that accidentally released those screenshots turned out to be person M. Now, why did they tell us then that Flossie had to talk to person X, to person M, to person X to get the screenshots? Well, I think that is because they knew that we wouldn't message Flossie because of what happened. Everybody was avoiding messaging Flossie, as they rightfully should have. And that's why they told us, that Flossie had to be the person that verified all this. What bothers me is, what bugs me most inside is like, is Flossie going to come out and make a statement where she actually talks about why she allowed them to lie using her? I don't think she will, but because she could have already, because she's already commented on this situation lately. So to me, if you look at the screenshots that are coming out from that group, if you look at the other DMs that have released, it tells the full story. It shows us what's there. It's a group of people who are trolling Katie because they're mad at her, and they are literally telling each other what they should put out so that they can get the community angry at her. And if that's the case, if you've got evidence of what she did, if you can prove things that she's done, you don't have to get together in a secret group, lie on YouTube shows while in the background saying the opposite of what you're saying on those shows, and put that stuff out. You see what I'm saying? That, I think, is the most exposing part of this story. Everybody got mad because of two things. Leslie's channel going down and Person M releasing Person X's screenshots. Now we know that Leslie's channel was down because she watched TV shows, and we know that Person M is Kim from Unveiling the Masks. Now, you remember the whole story? That Unveiling the Mask accidentally uploaded a video that contained the screenshot and got it released to the community. She was supposed to be put on unlisted, but it got put on public. Remember that? Well, we also checked, and you have to literally, when you upload a video to YouTube, it uploads on unlisted. You have to click buttons to make it say public. So the default upload is unlisted. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that they purposely released a video containing the screenshots from that account, Unveiling the Masks, because they wanted to have an excuse to, as you see in the screenshots on my Twitter, pressure Leslie and Flossie to give permission to talk about and release the screenshots. Therefore, using that tragedy to take a shot at Katie by forcing the release of the screenshots early. You see where I'm going with this? That happened. It's on my Twitter. It's proven. So, where are we now? Basically, you know everything now. You've got enough to make up your mind. Don't be surprised when certain people ignore the evidence so that they can just continue to exact their vendetta or their personal thing that they have going on, because that will happen with viewers, it will happen with tweeters, it'll happen with bloggers, and it'll happen with YouTubers. Okay? They will purposely ignore the evidence that's out there so that they can find a bandwagon or find other people who will help them push this thing that they have inside. Okay? And just don't be shocked by it. Be prepared for it. I actually, a lot of people know that there are people literally trolling narratives in this story. So you got evidence-based stuff, then you've got people pushing narratives because they don't have evidence, okay? So how do you affect for that, right? I've given everybody so much time to talk. I'm turning on member chat. Too many trolls. You're welcome, mods. Okay, back to what I was saying. Person M was Kim. Why, if they knew, which they did, they knew who Person M was the whole time, why didn't they say that on my show? Why didn't he say that on my show? Why did he lie to my show? Why did he lie to you? Why did he lie to us? They knew who Person M was. They did it because if they would have told us that Person M was Unveiling the Masks, let me find that channel. If they would have told us that this was that person, right here, if they would have told us that, then we wouldn't have believed it, because all this channel is a hate channel. So we would have been suspect. This channel is already predetermined against Katie. Well, this is Person M, according to them talking in their secret little troll Twitter group. Leslie knew. That's right. Leslie knew that this was Person M. Steve knew. Cheshire knew. And they all lied to us. I think that tells you everything you need to know about this story, does it not? Hold on, let me fix my display. My display's all jacked up. Unlock display, increase display, lock display. Perfect. I think that tells you pretty much everything you need to know in this damn story. Les, thanks for joining. I just had member-only chat off so everyone could chat this whole time. I'm only turning it on to give the mods a break because there's too many trolls. So, if they would have said, hey, this person is person M, this person knows person X, we would have asked a lot more questions. We would have said, why is this person not contacting person X? And why did this person upload those screenshots if they couldn't get a hold of person X? If person X was just a random troll that sent this person the screenshots, why did they put them out in a video? Right? And then why did they lie and say that it was an accident to put this? They put the screenshots out to make the trend get bigger, to fool us all, to get us all, you know, and it backfired in their face. Because if they wouldn't have forced this, none of us would have questioned it. If they wouldn't have forced this, everything else might have just sat there and been cool. But this is where we all said, no, this is too much. Every single person that was in that little group on Twitter that I just named that helped lie about person M, all of them were pushing the narrative that we did not need to verify the screenshots. How ironic is that? All of the people that know who person M is, who are lying about it, they say, no, we don't have to verify anything. We have enough in those screenshots to believe them without verifying. It was a narrative, y'all. They lied to us. So both of those things that people were using was just a complete whitewash. It was just a lie. It was just a way to get us all mad so that we would do their dirty work for them. And we should have known that when it's been the same criticisms for 7 months. We should have known that they were just angry. They weren't getting the attention they wanted. Now, when I stepped in, it gave it the attention that they wanted. When other people stepped in with bigger channels, it gave them the attention that they wanted, and it helped make it into kind of a mini trend. And once it had all that attention and people are looking at it, they were upset. They're like, we can't lose it. We can't let ourselves lose this trend that we've built off of a lie. Because that trend is what gave them big viewers. That trend is what gave them the big shows. That trend is what gave them the money that they wanted to get out of it. And honestly, I don't even think they did any of this for money. I do think certain people did things for money in this, but I do think the people at the core of this who are responsible for the lies that have been proven now, I think they did it because they don't like Katie, because they had a vendetta against her. So a lot of the people that were in that group are previous mods of Katie's who got kicked off because they were flipping out, lying, or attacking subscribers, you know, not moderating, but actually attacking them, causing drama. She would unwrench them. She would ban them. Next thing you know, they're joining this little group and they're working together to take down Katie. And I think that's wrong. That's called a social justice mob. One, when you all get together, you lie to a bunch of people so they'll do your dirty work. That's just a mob think type of thing. That's bad anyway. But to even add insult to injury here, you know, redoing everything, lying to it. I mean, seriously, it's all too basic now. It doesn't even need explained at this point. But you do need to go look at what was there. You need to look at what was said, because there was purposeful narratives being pushed. Their evidence is there. It's been, unlike those screenshots, the evidence that's out now has actually been verified. And yes, I will do a stream on Instagram or Periscope where I actually show you that these are verified. And does it matter? Does it matter? There was a way for Leslie to prove to us that she was down for a copy strike and that she was down because of Katie. I told her how to do it. She wouldn't do it. Wouldn't give us the evidence, but expected us to believe a lot of stuff that didn't prove it. Then with person X, I told everybody we can't believe this shit because it's just not verified. And, you know, they could have gotten a hold of person X if she was real. She would have wanted to come out. She would have wanted to have the attention, the spotlight, and you know, if she was getting attacked for it, the community could have helped protect her, and she didn't come out. So what else are we doing in the story? Now it's been about this giant drama bomb. You know, people are hiding their tweets. People are protecting their tweets. They're trying to condition the rest of their audience that hasn't left through a protected Twitter storm. You know, they're trying to go to other creators on YouTube and try to deprive them of key information in this so that they can continue to get the support of those creators, hoping that that will have an effect on the community. And what it's doing is really hurting the community in the long run. You know, it's causing people, it's really not, by the way, it's not hurting Katie's community. Katie's community has already saw the evidence. They've already made up their mind. Yeah, there's still people that are still going to hate against her. But now that she's got a big channel, that's going to be like that forever. That happens to everybody who grows a channel. In the end, though, it turned out to be a bunk, fake-ass story. It just was a bunch of narrative put in a way so that we would do the dirty work for people who couldn't get enough attention attacking or whatever the hell they wanted. I don't even get it in the end. Really, it just seems like people should have just kept doing their thing and it wouldn't have mattered. But isn't that how all these things go? So I'm glad, though, that we got to the truth of it. We've solved it. It's over. If you're going to attack somebody, if you're going to criticize, you need to logically tell people why. Show them the evidence you're using. And if they can rebut your evidence, you should want to hear it. Oh, well, I'm mad at Katie for X thing that she did. Okay, well, I can rebut X thing that she did. What else are you mad at her about? Nothing, really. Well, then why are you still going around trolling for someone who lied to you? Who lied to you so they could use you as a troll? You know? You get me. Thank you, Merbino. Anyway, I hope that in the end, really, that the other creators that are close to the people involved, I hope they finally decide to look at the evidence and weigh in publicly so that they don't have people looking at them like, are they okay with all of that? And is that why they didn't weigh in? But then again, that's up to those creators. All I'm going to say to you is I will go through the chat one more time. And after tonight, I'm done with this shitty situation. Although I'm very glad I met all of you guys who are new here throughout the shitty situation. And hopefully you stick around, because I'm going to make some badass bomb videos and have some banger-ass live streams if you do decide to hang. So let's read the chat and get out of here. Where is my chat? There we go. All right. That's what I was looking for. Okay. All right. So, hit me with what you got, peeps. You know, I would love to turn off member-only chat and go through the chat. I'll go ahead and try. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll turn it off for just a few minutes and let anyone weigh in that wants to weigh in. Mods, don't kick people that are giving their opinion. Only kick people that are trolling, spamming, or breaking YouTube's rules. I'll give you 30 seconds. Type what you want. I hope you try and stream The Witcher soon. I am going to review The Witcher is what I'm going to do. But did you hear about The Witcher? They're putting out new games for The Witcher. So, yeah. we're going to have some video games to play on the after show, it looks like. So that'll be fun. What is my favorite color? Oh, man. I'm really into red mixed with a little bit of orange. I'm really into red mixed with orange right now, honestly, just to be real. So what I want to do is I've been playing in my video editor. I'm going to take a black I'm going to take a black border. I have been interviewing people so much in the last 3 days I can barely talk. Some of my people in Discord, when they get a day off, are they going to be happy? I want to take a black wall, like a black empty, in my video editor and put really like kind of reddish with the tiniest hint of orange text to it, and it looks like it glows. I've got this effect that makes it look like it's glowing. You're going to love it. Hey, anytime, man. Is your family enjoying the holiday so far? We are. It's been a great holiday. That's another thing I've been busy with too. And it's been great. Just got a hold of my grandma today. We got all this other stuff going on, and I hope you guys have a great holiday too. So I hope you do understand when it comes to Christmas, Christmas Eve, I might upload, although I might stream. I doubt it'll be a long stream, and I doubt I'll be in Discord a bunch. I'll be in there a little bit. Definitely going to go in and say Merry Christmas to everybody and try to do a short little Merry Christmas stream or something. I don't know. So we'll have fun, man. You too, Coral. Thanks. You too. I hope you do have a great holiday. Well, thank you guys. Look, I can't do this without you. I appreciate you guys that have joined, that have subscribed, that like my videos. So hopefully you give my normal content a chance. I do several different types of content though, so keep your eyes open. I try to be really clear with my titles when I upload, so you know what's there. My live streams, the titles kind of suck because I'm just funny with my titles on live streams. But when I upload content, hopefully you'll check it out because, yeah, we do some good stuff here. Yeah, Les. Oh, yeah. You were puzzled by Red and Cheshire's stance. Steve is dangling a big, fat, new non sequitur show carrot in front of them. Simple. Oh, is he? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to him yet, so all I hear about are the nasty things that he says. So Periscope question from, hold up, it just went off my screen. Jesse says, Periscope question, why do you think Steve shut down his Twitter? Well, I'm not attacking him. I think he did it because of what I put out last night. Honestly, the authorities are looking into this, and there is too much stuff that's aimed at the kid and his medical and HIPAA discussions and things like that. And I do think that was the reason. I think that those last night, as you know, so here's why they're asking that question. Last night, I went to Periscope and I told everybody about these screenshots I put out on Twitter that showed their troll group that Steve was running with, Cheshire and Unveiling the Mask and with a few other people. Those screenshots came out. It proved the narratives that they were running and proved they were lying on people's shows and not being honest about this. And so once I put that out, it literally wasn't that long later. The next time I logged in, his tweets were protected, and so I do think that's why. That's all I can say. That's all. I'm just being honest. If that's not what you think, I respect you. If you don't feel that way, I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of blank accounts that just were created in the last week or the last month that will say that that's not the reason. I get it, okay? I respect you. Okay. So, if you got any questions, ask them now, because I will not be entertaining this subject on YouTube after this. On my after show, if there's a big blow up, maybe. Over here, though, it's going to be done. I'm done with this thing. Oh, my God, Uni, you get a lot of views on this, though. You do a lot of big streams on this subject. I thought you were in it for the money. I thought that's why you streamed the last 4 days every day a lot and made a bunch of money the last 4 days. I didn't stream or upload that much at all, and I barely made anything, even though I'm just in it for the money. But anyway, so if you have any questions, get them out for me. My story to tell got kicked for saying You went after the wrong and innocent people, Leslie and her sister. Again, it could have waited. Simple apology to them is the least you can do. I will not apologize, and I'll tell you why. We can disagree. Because Leslie would have or should have corrected Steve. Or how about Leslie should have apologized to the community after taking $1,000 from the community under false pretenses. I know that people that aren't from this community don't care that that happened. But you don't care because that money came from the pockets of people from a community that shouldn't have been lied to when they were donating that. Okay? They were literally asked to donate. You brought this up, not me, but I don't mind hitting it for you. I wasn't even going to bring up Leslie anymore, but I'll go ahead and do it for you since you brought it up. Leslie conned the community. It was her responsibility to actually speak up and say, to not use a fake email, right? Why hasn't she shut down the big bad UNIRock yet and proven that she's down because of a community strike? Why did she just take off from social media when she could have just literally either came on my show and talked about it, explained it, put out the evidence? You know, I told her what she had to do. All she had to do is click a button on her channel called the studio and then click the channel button. And I'll actually show you an example. Hold up. Let me get a little example of this pulled up. It shows you your live streams. It shows you all. Here it is. I found somebody who put out this in a picture. So let me show you. Here's some dude's comedy channel. So this is what I told Leslie she needed to put out if she wanted people to not assume she was lying. And it shows your copyright strikes. This person has 0 copyright strikes and is right here in green. If he gets 1, goes to here. Another goes to here. Another goes to here. When you get them, it lists them here. You can click this little tab like this, click, and it'll show you what the strike was, what video it was for, and why you got it with the timestamps of what you got it for. That's all she had to do. She didn't have to show any personal information. Just show this, show that it's a community strike from the video that she did about Katie, put that out to the community so that people knew she wasn't lying. Instead, guess what I've found since I did my last summation video? I found that there are more errors in her email that are just impossible to happen if it was from YouTube. So, and a lot more than that, even so. And have you even asked, I know you're here yelling at me saying I shouldn't have even brought this up. I should just let it go, not say this, let Leslie get away with doing that. Okay, why haven't you gone to Leslie and said, hey, Leslie, why are you still doubling down on that email is real and that you did get struck for what you say you did when we know it's a lie? She could have did these simple little things to prove it. She still could. She could still show us. She's down for 90 days, remember? What I think is she got her copy strike tab to go up really high. And YouTube said, we're not going to delete her channel, but we're not going to let her live stream. And if she does it again, she's probably going to lose her channel. But that's just me assuming. But once again, when you did the PayPal drive, or I'm sorry, the Super Chat drive on Steve's channel, and you should go watch it if you haven't seen it, because it's all about how Katie struck her channel down. Now, you are also coming at me. Have you seen the screenshots on my Twitter? Because it shows that Steve McRae was trying to blow up Leslie's phone, and he admits to this, and Flossie. He's blowing them both up the day within 24 hours of the tragedy. Got me? This is proven on my Twitter with these released screenshots. He goes and starts blowing them up because he wants to release Person X's little chat there. Now, why are you not criticizing Steve for bugging them about their tragedy and using their tragedy on the community? Because he factually did. He blew up Leslie, and when she wouldn't answer him because of the tragedy, he bugged Brittany and begged her to call Leslie. She finally did for him because she wasn't answering Steve's calls. And once Leslie talked to her, her quote, you know what? I'm going to hook you up. Hold on. I'm going to go to my Twitter. And let me just show you what he said. That way you can stop hammering me in my comments about this. Hold up. Let me take care of this. Let's just take care of this one. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I wasn't going to show this, but since there's a troll inside my chat literally saying I did what I didn't do what they did, let's show you. So this is, wait, there's more. We must control the narrative before Katie does. What if Katie isn't running a narrative? Well, we have no clue if she is or not, but we have proof that Steve is with his own words, because he says, get back to me. I'm going to make coffee, talk to a few people. My recommendation, if it matters, is you can't put a genie back in a bottle. Now, therefore, best to blast it everywhere and control the narrative before KJ does. So he released those screenshots because the genie was out of the bottle. Because why? Person M, or unveiling the mask of KJ, decided to put the video on public instead of putting the video where? On unlisted, where it defaults to. Oh, wait, that wasn't even the one I was trying to show you. Okay, sorry. Let's look at this one. Lastly, Steve knows Kim was person M. He withholds this from us all so that he can leak them from Kim's YouTube. Then talk Leslie and Flossie into, well, they're out now, so we better go ahead. The genie's out of the bottle. Any deets on what Leslie wants us to do? The genie is certainly out of the bottle as people are sharing screen caps from that video. Here's Leslie on the phone, devastated, while Steve berates her, influencing her to release the screenshots to use against Katie before they are verified. Again, he knows that these came from Kim unveiling the mask. Kim didn't speak up. He didn't, and they kept quiet to use this tragedy. Leslie may not be able to make such a decision at the moment and don't want to force her, but she needs to get ahead of this. I'm on the phone with her. Now, what did Leslie say to Steve? She didn't even talk to her, but she said, well, I guess you can release them since they're already out. That doesn't sound like somebody who really wants Steve to fight for them. That doesn't sound like somebody who's really okay with this being leaked and all that stuff that Steve told us. Steve came here and said we need to fight for Leslie and Flossie by sharing this and taking Katie down. Remember that? They weren't even happy. They weren't happy that this leaked. They weren't happy that people decided to talk about it, but he told us they were. He's talking her into it. You don't have to talk somebody into it if they want you to do it or if they're happy that you did it, okay? But just to squash any further comments, let's see what else is there. Big oof Grinchy Poo looks like trying to influence Leslie and Flossie to release the screenshots right after the tragedy so that he can use the tragedy for views, money, shares, and clicks, let alone in his vengeance upon Katie again, exactly what he accused me of. I would recommend to Leslie to not try to contain it. Doing so means Katie will be able to spin it. Yes. I just don't want to talk to Leslie if she's being inundated with messages, as I'm sure she is, and she hasn't asked my opinion, so he talks them into calling her. How about Person M is Kim, the person who talked to Person X. Kim runs the Unveiling the Mask channel. That means the accidental release of the video with the screenshots came from Person M, and they all knew it the entire time. They did this on purpose, not giving Flossie a chance. Adding which, just please let everybody know that Flossie doesn't know yet, and it was leaked by accident. So for everyone to please not go to her right now, because I'm trying to let her know. Who's blowing up Flossie within 24 hours? He is, with internet drama. Is that me trying to capitalize on this situation? No. That is somebody else trying to capitalize on the situation. It's not me. He came to me and said, Flossie told us to. Well, why in the hell in this group does it say this if that's the case? I was live when he told me to. That's a little hard to do, as I posted on Facebook, and Flossie is a Facebook friend, so Leslie, you need to contact her now. Well, I thought you were going to let them be for a while once they realized this horrible tragedy, but you didn't. It wasn't me. I'm not the one that did all this. Now, have you asked yourself yet? Oh, there's a lot more on my Twitter, but I'll just go let you look at it yourself. Has any of you guys out there realized Where did these screenshots come from? And why was that group, including Steve and the rest, lying to us? If they were going to lie to us about this stuff, you know, shouldn't they tell us the truth about all this? Why? What is the what do they have to gain by lying about all this? Well, only thing they have to gain is attacking Katie and getting more attention to this. Where did those screenshots come from? Who is person X? Well, it's either that Kim faked these screenshots or somebody helped Kim fake them. So what do I think? I don't think Leslie and Flossie knew what was going on. I think Leslie and Flossie, with evidence on my Twitter, were manipulated. I think this little Twitter group, the troll group that's been harassing Katie this whole time, I think they knew that they could manipulate Flossie and Leslie due to them being in the emotional state that they were in after all this happened, so that they could get what they wanted. They could use. The community was shocked by all of this too. We were all feeling bad for them. We were all feeling bad because of all this going on. So that I think the entire community was played by this small group of trolls on Twitter. Personally, you could think whatever you want. You can either look at the evidence or ignore it. You can either accept what's there or you can deny it. That's up to you, and people would judge you on how much of the evidence you actually pay attention to or not. Because the people out there that really care, the ones that are about the truth and about doing what they have to do to get over this stuff and put it behind them and know who's who on the internet, they've got enough information to make up their mind. And what information is it? That this troll group that consisted of Steve Cheshire, Unveiling the Mask, Kim, Joe sipping tea with JoJo, and others are the reason why everybody thinks this. They are the reason why this happened. It's sad. It sucks. If you got to blame me so that you got a scapegoat, I'll tell you what. I'll be nice. Go ahead. Okay? Because it's not going to hurt me any. You know? But it is going to let them get away with this with no criticism, with no one, you know, reminding them. Look at how much hate that Katie got when people without proof thought that Katie did something wrong. Look at all the hate Katie got. All this stuff you've seen was people hating Katie because they thought Katie did something wrong. You've got hard evidence that Steve, Leslie, Cheshire, Sipping Tea with Joe, and Kim from Unveiling the Mask, and the person who runs the WAOC commentary group on Twitter, you got hard evidence they lied to all of us. Now remember, how many of the reasons to hate Katie were based on her lying? No one's going to respect this story now, because as the trolls keep trying to push criticism out to everybody else but ignore this, this should be the biggest outrage of the story. It won't be. You want to know why? Because the people that are being loud about this are those people, that troll group on Twitter. They're the ones being loud, screaming at the top of their lungs, logging into sock accounts, spamming out into the community all day and all night. Okay? So they're not going to be criticizing themselves, so they're going to lose the loudest group. So we, the rest of us normal people, thank you for joining, Val. Hey, Valor, good to have you back, my friend. The rest of us, we will criticize them as we already have and then move on. You got me? So they, honestly, can you see the truth of this situation yet? Can you see what's there? It's pretty obvious. All right, hitting the rest of these chats. Trying to see what the trolls said and read it. UNIRock is butthurt from Steve, says Katie Kaiser. Oh, yeah, you caught me. You caught me, Katie Kaiser. If those come from Brittany, they are meaningless. She is a Katie Jr. So if they come from Brittany, if I can look in her Facebook and see them there, they're meaningless. Really? Okay, you're allowed to think that. No one's going to agree with you, though. All right, let's see what anyone else has, and then we're outie. If somebody is retracting their messages constantly, please just ban them because they're just messing around. No biggie. Elizabeth Hummel says, I don't agree with SM about the way he is doing things, and I think Leslie really needs time out with her family. I do too, and I've always said this, and I still mean it. If Leslie wants to come back and move on from this, that's her decision. I really would hope she would fix this. She's one of the only people that can stand up and fix the whole situation, because she could come out and just tell everybody what happened. And I think that more people that are trolling for, you know, the Grinchy poo over there, I think they would stop the minute Leslie stood up and told them what really happened behind closed doors. Luckily, we have enough screenshots that are verifiable that we can prove it, but it doesn't matter. It's over after tonight for me. Okay? If you got to unsub from me because I'm not going to talk about this anymore, the button is below the video player. It's big and it's red. If you want to hang around, you're more than welcome to. And yes, I still mean it. If you are a supporter of Steve McRae, please just unsub from my channel. No hard feelings. I appreciate you being here while you were here. No hard feelings that you're leaving. If you decide to stay, I can't control you, fine, but yeah. After the things that he said about me, if you are supporting him, I'm just saying, hey, just unsub from me and, you know, jump out. I mean that to other creators too. Okay, got to the bottom of the chat. Last thing I'll say, let me get it done and I'm out. I'm heading over to my after show. So hopefully you guys come. It's on Mixer at mixer.com/UniRock Live. It is also on DLive at dlive.tv/UniRocktv. And it's going to be, let me turn on DLive really quick. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. I turned on Steam. Okay, got DLive going back up. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. And it's going to be on Twitter through Periscope at UNIRocktv on Periscope. Okay. My final thoughts, and then we are done with this, baby. You know what else? You know who put out the Leslie's husband? The minute that I busted that super chat drive, remember when I busted the super chat drive? Proved to you guys she didn't get the strike. Proved to you guys that the super chat drive was done on false pretenses and it was a con deployed onto the community. Her husband reached out. Now, I've never heard what her husband said. Somebody told me a couple of the key points, whatever. But did you see who put it out? Unveiling the mask. Isn't it weird that all the people in that little group are all together? What do you call that? When a bunch of people get together, they try to lead the community using narratives. They use lies that we've caught them in over and over and over that are literally provable. Can't even deny them. You call that a troll group. Got me? And isn't it weird? The entire time they kept saying that Katie was going to deploy a troll group on them. You get me? You see what the projection that's happening? Anyway, that's the last point I'll make on it. We're moving on. I'm done here. If you are aligned with Steve, if you... Oh, last thing I wanted to say, I remember now. If you're a creator that supports Steve, I wish you the best of luck. I really do. I am going to avoid creators that either work with or support Steve McRae. I get it. Some people have worked with him for a while. They know that some of their subscribers would probably unsub if they came out against him or if they even lightly criticized him in any way. I don't want to be a part of a community that allows one of their creators in the community to go unchecked constantly, because this is why that happened. Why this happened on YouTube, why it happened in a personal sense is due to personality flaws and stuff like that. It's like narcissism and all that. The reason this happened on YouTube, though, and was allowed to gotten away with, is a common thing in a certain community Steve is a part of that is formed around him and non-sec. Not all of them. It's just a small offshoot of that community. I don't want to be a part of a community that literally cannot criticize each other, even in the lightest way, because they're worried about the mental breakdown that'll happen or the response that'll happen from an unstable member of the community. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm going to keep making the same content I always make. Everything I do, I'm going to keep doing the same way I do it. I'm just going to avoid the people that support Steve. So one more time. As crazy as it sounds as a YouTuber telling people to unsubscribe from him if they support Steve, I'm asking you to do that to avoid future drama, to avoid future problems. That way, you know, I think it'll just go better that way. And also, after what he said about my channel, all the good things he said all changed that day I criticized him into I was using him too, and all that crazy, that I only have live viewers because of him or some dumb shit. So in order to make sure that that isn't the case, I've been telling for a week now or more that I want anyone that's from his channel to go ahead and unsub and leave. So to not watch my live show. So anyway, I'm out. I appreciate all of you very much. For those of you that stick around, thank you. You want to join my Discord and all that, it'll open. I really think there may be some drama tonight and tomorrow. It will not go on after that, at least around here when it comes to my channel. So mixer.com/UNIRock. See you later. Thank you.